Hey guys, and welcome back to Balancing Divine Feminine Ascension Frequencies with Aria Jade, where science and spirituality meet in the filter that comes out of me, an 8th grade physical science teacher. So you guys remember science and how everything vibrates, right? That's one of the very first laws that we learn when you start studying metaphysics. I channel a spirit of collectives called the Sisters, and in today's message, the Sisters want to tell you that it is time for us to engage. Our earth is changing in frequencies, and we are too. We are moving from a 3D, very fixed Newtonian. Everybody remembers Newton's laws, right? First was the law of inertia, that everything at rest stays at rest, or everything in motion stays in motion until acted on by another outside force. And then the second law about how mass is overcome by force in order for it to accelerate. And then the third law, every action requires a reaction. Well, these are the old laws, and they exist in an old paradigm. We are now moving from Newtonian physics of potentials, Newtonian physics, which are fixed, into quantum physics, which is a physics of potentialities. Anything is possible as long as you have the belief system behind it and can feel in emotionality that you can make it happen. All right? So if you realize that everything is energy and that everything is vibrating, this is a hermetic principle. Everything is in vibration. When it's very fixed, it's a solid and it's vibrating very slowly, right? When you add energy, you add the energy of your attention, you can actually change that solid into a liquid state by changing the temperature or changing the light of your consciousness, changing your belief pattern. You can make it more fluid. You can cause the thought patterns to actually slide past one another. And if you continue to add thought, attention, light, then you can make it begin to ping, and these particles will, or these energies, will move independently of one another. And this, of course, is the gas state, and it's very easy to transmute when it's like that. All right, so the current reality echoes old beliefs. So we are still sitting in a paradigm of an old belief system, old belief structures, but these beliefs are tearing down. They're melting away, and we are changing them very, very quickly in 2025 because we are shifting into what we call a 5D dimension of reality. So the moment you establish a new belief, life needs time to restructure that belief into the physical plane, into the physical existence. You have to hold that belief constant in your head until it manifests. So you make up your mind what you want to see in your life, and then you have to hold it steady. But if you are in a resonance below 250, which is not on here, 250 is right here. It's a neutrality, okay? If you are below this, then you aren't even getting to play the game, all right? Because you are stuck here in the lowered vibrations, which we know as the 3D world. We have been stuck in this paradigm for thousands and thousands of years. The mass collective has been. But now we have the ability to rise and come up here and stay in neutrality and willingness. You can't see this very well, but it says acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace. If we escape by reprogramming ourselves, all of this sticky, yuck, very dense. All right, I'm going to come back over here for a second. Contracted, very tight. This is very fear-based levels right here. All right, they've kept us in war and rumors of wars, and they've kept us broke in because that's where we're very fearful. But we are breaking the bonds and breaking the chains of this fear and realizing that we don't need other things to help us. We ourselves are divine beings. We're waking up and we're remembering our divinity. And we're remembering the fact that we don't need these other outside structures outside of our bodies to help us. That we can indeed help ourselves, because what did Jesus say? You will do not only the same things that I have done, but you will do more than this. All right? So if you are, like I said, down at the bottom, then you're a consumer. You're just buying other things to try to fulfill yourself and make yourself feel stable and important. The kids here at school, it's all about the money. It's all about the money because they're young and they don't realize that the money itself is an energy. It's an energetic frequency that comes in as a tangible physical asset. All right. But anyway, as you rise, you'll become expanded. You'll become less dense. And the particles inside your body will actually vibrate faster, and you will feel better because you will be up here in a state of peace, joy, love, and acceptance. You will be up here to where you feel good and you feel self-control and you feel very independent. You don't need that constant paycheck every week because you've got money in the bank. Once you get up to these levels, you've learned the control enough not to spend the entire thing on stuff because you're out of that 250 range and you're not just consuming, right? If you stay down in below the 250, you're constantly needing to buy things. You need to have things in order to feel stable and in order to feel important. Our earth is changing the frequencies, and we are too. It's becoming easier to transmute from one plane of existence to the next. So if this resonates with you, and it makes sense, then you are one of my people. Welcome to the community. Come join us here. Join us on, what is the other one? It starts with a P. Anyway, come join us. You'll see it listed in the comments below. Pantheon. Join us on Pantheon. You could look for my store. It is Folk AF. You could join us there. We have a Discord community. All of this, I want to help you guys gain enough self-control to be financially independent and emotionally independent so that women, you don't need a man to get by in this reality, and men, you don't need a woman to get by in this reality. Your single income should be plenty. We should all be making enough, bringing enough of this energy toward us to meet our needs, pay our bills, and still have time. That's what they've stolen from us, okay? We've been working all these hours and getting pennies back for us. So we've had to spend more time working and making less money. What we're going to do with this information is spend less time working and making more money. We're going to streamline our time so that it makes the money for us and brings money to us. Come back for more. Love to you. Have a great day.